Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I want to show you some cool stuff that I have been playing around with. Like, this is just something that I've been playing around with when I have had like time over and I've been bored. So it's not something serious. I've just been playing around, you know. So yeah, let me show it to you. So let me tell you a little bit about the idea I had when I made this. So basically, you're a character and you're in space and you are like you can like travel to different planets and stuff. And so you start off at like your home planet here. And everything is like made out of squares like in Minecraft. So the planets are like actually automatically generated. And I also have like this chunk system. So like the red squares you see here, those are just for debugging right now. But those are chunks. So only chunks that are visible to the camera are being loaded. And so basically I have you can create an infinite big world. So, and the blue line you see here right now, that's just like a graphical debug representation of the gravitational angle. Because there's a lot of math and stuff involved here to create this stuff. Because there's like gravity involved. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Oh, my keyboard has been acting very weird lately, actually. I don't know why. It's still not working. What? Are you kidding me? Well, that's embarrassing. Now it works. Cool. So yeah, I just pressed the arrow keys to walk. And the red little dots you see, those are actually like particle effects that I've been playing around with. I don't know why I added them, I just did it because I thought it was fun. So yeah, you can see that there's like this gravity system involved. So each planet has like a like an atmosphere. I think the atmosphere is the size of like 3 blocks or 3 squares or something like that. So as long as you're as long as you're within those squares, you're gonna get sucked into the planet, basically. And you can walk around the planet just like you would expect, you know? And you can see this blue line that is the representation of the gravity. And as I said, this is nothing serious. I've just been bored. And yeah, I have created this game using my game engine, actually. So I can jump pressing the up key. And yeah, the camera is a bit weird, by the way. It tries to rotate to the player's direction, but sometimes the rotation is like negative and stuff, and it wants to go all the way around like 360 degrees for some reason. I'm gonna have to fix that. But anyway, if I press the up key, the arrow up key, I can do like a normal jump. But if I press the space key, I will do like a super jump, and I can jump like really far, so I can jump to the other planet here. So as you can see, now I'm within that planet's atmosphere, so I'm being affected by the gravity field of that planet instead. So that's pretty cool. And if I have real bad luck, I can actually jump out of orbit and end up floating around in space, and no one is gonna be able to save me. So like, I think if I move really fast like that, I will go out of orbit. Now I can still, shouldn't be possible, but I can still use the left and right key to move sideways. Anyway. So that's pretty cool. Now, I don't know, maybe I should show you some of the physics for this, because it's interesting. so we have the planet here. So we have the mass radius, which is basically just the physical radius of the planet, like the area which is populated by blocks or squares or whatever you want to call it. And we have the gravity radius. So if I go to the world here, I think the gravity radius is, yeah, it's 8 squares actually. So the radius is 17 blocks or squares, and the gravity radius is the same as the mass radius, but plus 8. So if you're within 8 squares of the planet, you're gonna get affected by its gravity, basically. So yeah, I think we go to collision.c. We can see here's basically most of the logic to get the gravity working, and I don't really remember what I'm doing here, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting the angle from the player in the planet center point, I guess, and then I calculate the end vector position, and I apply some force, and I rotate the player, yada yada yada. It's yeah, I've been spending a lot of time on this particular function, actually, the move function, and yeah. And by the way, these methods like vec2 distance and vec2 angle, those are built-in methods of my game engine. So vec2 distance just gives you the distance between 2 vectors, and vec2 angle gives you the angle between 2 vectors. So yeah, and also I have been fixing some stuff with the game engine to make this work. Like if I go and open up another workspace here, I've been modifying how I rotate stuff. So I implemented this function called where is it? Matrix generate, and this just generates a matrix with transformation and rotation applied. So you give it an XYZ for translation, and you give XYZ for rotation, and XYZ for offset. And then I am doing some quaternion rotation stuff here, and I'm turning the quads into matrices, and yeah, I just send them to the graphics card later. So yeah, I've been doing this. This is basically, like, the changes I did was to be able to rotate stuff around the center. Because if I run the game here, you can see that the player's sprite is rotated around the center. That wasn't possible before, actually, but now it is. And also the camera is rotated around the camera, or the view width divided by 2 and the view height divided by 2. So that was also something that I was able to do because of this fix that I made here. Basically, I should probably put this calculation in the shader though, because right now it's being calculated on the processor. Maybe you want it to be calculated on the graphics card, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Should I keep working on this? Would it be interesting? I'm thinking about actually making it look like space as well, like having a black background with stars and stuff, and having an infinite big world where like planets will just pop up as you go, and like there will be quests and stuff, so like you can talk to NPCs on certain planets and they will give you missions to do stuff. This game is actually inspired by another game that I was working on a while ago. I I wonder if I can show it to you now. I don't want to go into my YouTube because there might be data there that I'm not allowed to show you guys because of my partnership. So I'm not going to do that. But if you go into my channel and you go back a little bit in time, you will find a rocket game that I made a while back. That was supposed to be kind of like this game, but I didn't have the skills to make it, so I never finished it. But now I have acquired some math skills, so I was able to do this. So yeah, I thought it would be a fun thing to continue, you know. So this is basically a continuation of that rocket game that I made. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Should I continue with it, or I don't know. I probably will continue with it either way, because sometimes when I'm bored and I have nothing to do, I usually find myself working on this little project. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this little game, and I'll see you in the next video.